Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher, and for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So it is officially July, so figured it's time for another channel update video. Not too many things to update. If you saw my channel update video for June 2024, then you know that throughout the month of June, I have been so busy with just work because it is dance recital season at work, and we've had so many rentals coming in, and it's just a hellacious time. But also with the DramaLlama Subathon over on Twitch, where we are raising funds to support the development of the DramaLlama app, which is hopefully will be released sometime later this year. And yeah, basically whenever I've not been at work and I had free time, I was hosting stuff on the DramaLlama stream, and we've gotten through so much. The stream, as of recording this, July 3rd, it is still going on. We are 33 days into the stream. The stream has been going strong for 33 days, and right now, I think there's only like 4 or 5 hours left on the death timer for the stream, so it might end tonight, but I have had that thought at least 7 times over the last week and a half. There have been so many times that it looks like the death timer is just really low, and stream is just gonna die out, and then I wake up in the middle of the night just to see if it's died out, and we have like another 15 hours on the clock, and I'm like, I don't know where people came from. I don't know who's coming out through the donations, but we appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting A, DramaLlama, and B, just our shenanigans live on stream, because we have a good time. It's not always me. A lot of the time it's Sean, and I try to come on when I have free time to give Sean a little bit of a reprieve so he can do other things. And we've had a bunch of other people. We've had Shaki do a takeover. We've had Kern do a few takeovers. DC from Femmes React is there every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday evening. Edison's done a takeover at one point. Yemi has taken over quite a few times, and we've had people from the chat actually volunteer and say they want to take over. So we had Mama Mochi come on. I think My Day Army is doing a couple takeovers this week. AJ from K-Pop Beat Reacts, fabulous, and we've had just such an amazing array of people come through, and it's just been such a fun time. It's been such a fun community building time, because it's different. It's a different beast, just sitting in front of your camera reacting with nothing here to interact with, and then editing, uploading, blah blah blah, versus like having a live chat with you right then and there, and reacting with the people real time, and having these conversations. Because I know there's so many times when I'm reacting to stuff that I'll do my Topher's thought section, and I'll just be talking, just talk, and these are my thoughts, and then who knows when that video will get edited and make it to you guys. So by the time it makes it to YouTube, it could probably be like 2-3 months later after I've already watched the series, and you people are like filling in like, oh well, this is what you thought, but actually this is what they meant, or you missed this detail, and it's like, well, it's been like 3 or 4 months since I watched the series, so it doesn't matter as much to me in that moment. So it's so much more exciting, and it's just different. It's different having that live reaction where it's like people can communicate with me in real time and be like, hey, I know this is what you're thinking, but maybe look at it this way. And it's like, oh well, that's interesting, or I don't know if I agree with that. Like, it's fun having these discussions real time. So we will see if the subathon goes past today. I do not know. We will just have to wait and see. But like I said, right now we are in day 33. DC is currently in the midst of their takeover for the day, and it's been a good old dandy time. I've reacted to a lot of things. I think in the last 33 days I've had 15 or 16 takeovers that I've done. So I reacted to a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Series that I have finished in the last month because of the subathon. We started and finished Unknown. We started Only Boo, and I made it up to episode 10. I still need to finish the last 2 episodes, so I'll probably do that on my own time. We started and finished Mr. Unlucky Has No Choice But to Kiss. We started and finished My Beautiful Man 2 and the My Beautiful Man Eternal movie. We started and finished I Feel You Linger in the Air. We started and finished The Man Who Defies the World of BL. Started and finished Love Tractor. Started and finished My Tooth Your Love. We watched through the Kiseki Plus bonus little side episode. We started Rebound, and we got all caught up as of this morning, up to episode 3. I think episode 4 comes out tomorrow. So if the stream is still going on Friday when I take over again, I'll catch up on Rebound. We started About Youth, and I think we only have like 3 episodes left, so we'll probably finish that sometime soon. Today we started Triage because it's been a series that has been part of my Patreon polls for the longest time, and unfortunately it did not win this month's Patreon poll. It came so close, y'all. But I was doing a poll. Well, every time I take over, I do a series of polls to see what the chat wants to do for the day. And so we started as like, do you want to do music, series, Patreon catch up, or reality TV? And they said they wanted to do some BL series stuff today. So I was like, okay, here's a couple things that you guys have already mentioned, and the 5th choice was a wild card. I said, Siri, pick a number between 1 and 144. And I went to my list of things my personal watch list that I haven't watched yet, and it picked Triage, and Triage won the poll. So I was like, it finally won something. It keeps coming so close. It keeps being the bridesmaid, never the bride for my Patreon polls, but it won the Subathon chat poll. So we started that today. I think we got through like episode 7-ish. So we'll probably try to finish that Friday too as well, if the stream makes it there. And then we also did Monday, we did a Patreon catch-up day because, again, I've been so busy with the Subathon and all my free time in June that I've been kind of neglecting my patron requests. So we caught up on my reactions to My Journey to You. I've caught up on most of my reactions to Hidden Love. I still have a few more that I need to catch up on over the weekend. We started Build Up, which is a Korean singing competition show similar to Boys Planet, although so far the episodes aren't nearly as long. And I need to go back and do some more Vincenzo. And then other things we started, Synergic and I started Spy Realm together on the stream. I said we started About Youth already. And I watched and finished all of Love in the Air because one of the Subathon goals, which I've been, posting about throughout the month, one of the unlockables, which if we reached $10,000 as far as donations, then I would react to Love in the Air. I would give it a second chance because people have been up my ass about it for a year and a half, almost 2 years at this point, since I first reacted to the first episode and just was not about that series. And people have been so up in arms, like, oh my God, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. It's one of the best things ever. I swear you will like it. You will love it. You can't judge it by the first episode. I promise it is amazing. And you're going to have to apologize to us for being wrong once you actually watch it. And plot twist, I watched it and I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. Surprise, surprise. Topher, who has been living as myself for the last 35 years, as of tomorrow, because tomorrow is my birthday. Yay, happy birthday to me. But Topher, who's been living as myself and with Topher for the last 35 years of my life, knows my taste in television and knows what I like and don't like, and knows that when I've seen enough of something that I don't like, that I probably won't like the rest of it. So, but before you jump out and say, oh, well, you went in with it biased and I'm sure you just this, that, the other. No, that was not the case. Anybody who was actually there throughout the live stream and watched me watch the entirety of the series, I didn't stop. I know Sean had to stop at like episode, he didn't watch the last episode. I don't know if he made it to the episode before that either. I went through the entirety of the series, and anyone who was there for the stream or watched the video on demand over on Synergic's Twitch channel would know that I gave it as fair a chance as I possibly could. I came in the very first episode. I was like, you know what? I'm relaxed. I am cool. I'm happy. I had a good night's rest. And I'm not coming into this saying that I hate this show. I'm not coming into this saying anything. I'm going to give it as fair a chance as I possibly can. But if there is something I do not like, I will let you guys know. I will try to be as cool, calm, and collected as I can. And like I said, anyone who watched my reactions to the stream can attest to the fact that I was so gracious with that show, because I could have gone in. After the last 2 episodes, I started to go in pretty hard on it. But up until then, I was very gracious, and I was like, you know what? There are things I don't like. Here are some things that are okay. That's fine with it. And everything's. Is it the worst thing in the world I've ever seen? No, it is not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Is it God's gift to the BL genre, like everybody has been telling me for the last year and a half, 2 years? Abso-fucking-lutely not. it is not. And like I said in my commentary for the final episode, 4.5 out of 10. Best. At best. That's all I can really give it. It's not that great, y'all. There are so many issues with it. And I'm not even talking about the subject matter. Just from an editing standpoint, the audio editing is shit most times. The soundtrack doesn't make a whole lot of sense a lot of the time. There are a lot of terribly unlikable characters. And then we can talk about the actual content of the show itself, which writing is questionable at times. So yeah, it wasn't amazing. I did not love it like everybody anticipated that I would. So next time I watch something and I say, hey, I don't think I'm going to like this, just take my word for it. Take my word for it, because again, I've been living with myself for the last 35 years of my life. So I think of between myself and you who has never met me, but you've watched a couple of my videos, I think I know my taste a little bit better. Okay, but yes, I did watch that. I watched the entire series, so that's another thing that we finished over there on the subathon. So that's all. That's 14, 15, 16, 17 series that we either started and finished, or started and are in the midst of watching and almost done finishing. So that's a lot. That's a lot of series that I did over the course of a month. And if the subathon continues throughout July, there's probably going to be a lot more. So I'm trying to make time to actually edit stuff. So like Patreon, they're slowly but surely getting stuff. YouTube edits, I don't know when they're going to come. I edit when I can and when I have time. In addition to all of those series, there's just been a lot of music that we do in the meantime too, because there's some times where it's like I still have like 25 minutes left in a takeover, but that's not enough time for me to watch another episode of a series. So I'm like, okay, we do music, or you might start the day with some music and whatnot. So there's been a bunch of music reactions that I've done too that I got to try and figure out how to edit as well. So it's like there's so much content that we've recorded over the last month because of the subathon that there's I've been slacking on what I've been putting out on YouTube because I just haven't had the time, but I'm going to, July is a lot slower at work, so I'm going to try and make the time to do some more of those edits. I know there's some people who are still very, very antsy when it comes to the final episode of It's Okay to Not Be Okay. I will get to that YouTube edit at some point. Like I've said a number of times, YouTube edits take forever. My Patreon edits have been done. I finished that series like 3 months ago on Patreon. But YouTube edits just take forever. There are an abundance of series that I finished over on Patreon already that I haven't gotten YouTube edits to yet. I will get to them when I have time. It takes more time that I just have not had over the last month and a half or so. So just be patient. The YouTube edits will come at some point. But as far as over on Patreon, again, you guys can be expecting an abundance of these reactions that I have recorded throughout the subathon to slowly be released over there, and eventually they'll make it over to YouTube. But I did put a poll out for my patrons this month to see what they wanted me to start in July. Last month, I Feel You Lingering There won, and then we watched that over on the stream. So I've been slowly editing those and uploading those over to Patreon over the last couple weeks. But this month, we had a very long poll, and it was a nail biter, because for like the last 3 days, Triage and Love Between Fairy and Devil have just been like neck and neck. One will be in the lead by like a vote, and then they'll even, then the other one will take the lead, then the other one will take like a 1 vote lead, and then just been doing this for the last couple days. But like if you paid attention earlier in the video, Triage obviously did not win this month, which means Love Between Fairy and Devil won this month. But we started Triage over on the subathon, so I'll finish that in my own time, and those will make their way over to Patreon as well. But I will be diving into Love Between Fairy and Devil. I don't know if we'll be doing that on the subathon or if I'll just be doing that in my own free time that I have throughout the month, but those reactions will start to make their way to Patreon as well throughout the month. And I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, right now it looks like the subathon might end tonight, but again, I've seen it look like that so many times throughout the last 33 days, and it just recovers. So I don't know if that'll be the case. We'll just have to wait and see. Go to twitch.tv/Synergic if you want to see if the subathon is still happening or not, and if it is, come join us. Have a good time. You know, we have a good time. In addition to just watching stuff, we've got all kinds of other unlockables. We started My Engineer too, because we were playing drinking games. Yeah, we unlocked drinking games with Topher, so the chat voted that we should play drinking games with My Engineer, so we started that. We haven't gone back to it in like a week and a half, 2 weeks, but we did start that. We unlocked, I think, Truth Dare or Drink, which we still have to play. A lot of the people in chat have been very excited about a karaoke night potential stream, so that's one of the unlockables that's coming up that I think we're pretty close to doing that. Sean was just doing some ASMR reading earlier tonight. I unlocked my Kiseki Dear to Me reactions over on Patreon for the month. So I think there's probably like another week and a half left on that before the Kiseki Dear to Me reactions get locked back up behind the Patreon wall. I think Sean did a spicy noodle challenge that was unlocked. And yeah, there's we just have a good time. We have a good time. So if you have time and you want to join us and the stream is still going, join us. If you have money that you want to donate to keep the stream going or to help us unlock other things, that's fantastic. Tarn type reactions are still an unlockable. They are further down the line, but they're still an unlockable. I think I made Love in the Air 10K because I was like, okay, this seems like a doable task, and I think I made Tarn type a bit further back, so I'm like, I'm gonna put this back just so it's just as far back as I can. Like, I don't think it's quite as far back as the OnlyFans page, but it's pretty far back there. I don't remember, I had it like 30 or 40 or something like that, because I'm like, I would rather not, but I will do it if it helps us raise money for DramaLlama. So that's still something that we can unlock, and there's a bunch of other unlockables we've got. So if you want to join in the fun, join us over on twitch.tv/Synergic. If you know other people who want to join in the fun, whether that's contributing to the donations or just watching along and chatting along while we're watching stuff live, share it with your friends, share it with your enemies, share it with whoever. I don't care. Just come on over. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna stop talking so I can edit this and get it uploaded for tomorrow so that I don't have to worry about anything tomorrow, because again, it is my birthday. I don't feel like dealing with anything social media related. I feel like I just want to stay off the grid for all of tomorrow, and then I'll come back Friday and deal with things. So I hope you guys enjoyed all that jazz, and I will see you guys soon. Mwah.